Hello everyone, welcome again to automation tutorial with Playwright, and here in this session we are going to cover the basic fundamental of TypeScript. So this is the first tutorial about the introduction of the TypeScript, and then we'll move to the other features of the TypeScript. So in this session we'll discuss what is a TypeScript and why we are using it on a Playwright. Also we'll discuss what is a superset thing. You normally hear the terminology superset over here, so we'll discuss about that as well. So what is a TypeScript? TypeScript is an open source programming language developed by Microsoft and that build on JavaScript by adding static typing and modern features. What it means here as an open source means it's available for the publicly it's available free of cost, and we can use it. Also the another meaning is it's available for the public to contribute into the repository, solve the errors, and uh, push it to make it more better and more usable, so any developer can work on this TypeScript project. So this is open source. Also it's backed by the Microsoft, so it has a great support in the back, so don't worry about the trust, and also we can use it, and it will be a good technology for automate our large scale application. Now this is built on the TypeScript, and it uses a static typing. That is an important concept here to understand what is a static typing and why it's using. So we'll discuss is in a while. And it support modern features like arrow functions, async wait, await, class object, and many things. Also it's a static type. A static type means it will follow a static type for the data. We'll see an example also. If you want to see an example of static typing, let me dive into my Visual Studio Code, and here we have one. Okay, here we have one TS file. I just created this, but here let me define a variable. Let's say I'm going to say let greeting string. This is the way where you can define a variable into TypeScript, but I will show you, I will explain you how what it's doing. Here in this example I'm just going to show you the difference about the TypeScript and of type into TypeScript and JavaScript. So let's say I define a variable here as a greeting, variable name is a greeting, and it's a string type, and messaging a print hello world. Now let me assign a number to this greeting. So you can see at run time, at compile time, or you can say the time of development while I'm writing this code, it's giving me an error here that this is the feature of TypeScript. TypeScript number is not assignable to the type string. But let's say if I define a variable here into, this is again a hello.js file. Here let me define a variable let greeting string. It will not support type here, so this is simple JavaScript. And here let's say if I pass greeting equals to 26, a number, in that case that will not given me any error. It's not showing me any error, right? My AI is suggestion that I don't need, so we can reject it. So yeah, so it's not giving any error into JavaScript, but in TypeScript we can see the errors over here. So it means we can't reassign, and it's a static type of it support the static type. So this is the way of programming, and then and it will help us to handle or get the error at early stages in the compile time only, and not at the runtime. Runtime can be a production issue. Yeah, so let's move back to the documentation, and here we can understand TypeScript is equals to JavaScript plus type safety. Type safety means we just understand it has a specific type, right? Here we have a string. Each data have a specific type. And modern tools like we can use arrow functions and modern things like that improve our code quality and development. Now you add a term superset of a JavaScript. So we see yes, TypeScript is a superset of JavaScript. It means let's say if you rename a JavaScript file to a TypeScript file, and it will usually work on the same way as I saw in the example here. when we compile any TypeScript file, it will generate a JavaScript file. Let me show you this example. I'm going to delete this, and here we have one file. Let me write a simple message here, console.log. I'm just writing a simple message here. To write a simple message in here in TypeScript, we just need to write a console log and hello world, and the file extension should be ts. Right, now in order to compile this file, I have a npx tsc and hello.tsc. So I'm passing a command tsc hello.ts. So you see, as this command is executed, and it's automatically generated a file hello.js, and it has also have the same code, right? So it means if you'll read like it means every valid JavaScript code is valid for the TypeScript code as well. So whatever you are writing into the JavaScript code is valid for the TypeScript as well. And even if you are writing a TypeScript code, it will, after compilation, it will convert into a JavaScript, and that will support by the different browsers and execute on the browsers. Right, so whatever the thing we can use into the JavaScript, we can also use into the TypeScript. So it is a superset, and also we can use some additional feature apart from the JavaScript, so it make it more strong. So what is a static typing? That we just understand, a static type allow you to specific type for a variable, function, parameter and return value. This help you catch error during the development rather the runtime. This is the important line that we have just understand. So here if you see this example, it's defining a variable number as a 25, but it later it assigning as a string. So there should be an error, type of string is not a assignable. This is the meaning of static type in TypeScript. So script is the same as a JavaScript, but we have added one thing, static type here, so it's called a TypeScript. Now we have next important terminology and terms, which is transpiles to JavaScript. This is the same process that we have seen here. We have created one file hello.ts, okay, that contain a message, and when I compile this file by this command npx tsc hello.ts, it generated a hello.js file. So the same process is called transpile. Transpile is where we are translating TS file into a JavaScript file. So browser doesn't understand TypeScript directly. Let's say this is the TypeScript file I have. If I want to run this file on the browser, browser will not understand this. So what make browser understand what we do need to do? So we need to transpile the TypeScript code. So TypeScript code is compiled, or we can say transpiled, into plain JavaScript using TypeScript compiler TSC. So here we are using the same command TSC, and what is the meaning of this TSC? TSC meaning TypeScript compiler. Okay, so what we are doing here into this command, we are saying to compiler, TypeScript compiler, to compile the hello.ts, and it generated hello.js file. It supports modern JavaScript features like ES6 features, class, arrow functions, async, wait. Even if browser doesn't support them, TypeScript compile them down to according to the capability. So we'll see more about this into the upcoming series, upcoming tutorials in detail. But here in this session, we have just covered what is a TypeScript, what is the different between JavaScript and TypeScript, and how it is a superset of a JavaScript. Okay, so here we have another example for a function. Let's say we have a function that is name as add, and it's taking two inputs A and B and returning the sum of those functions. And the next line, we are going to console that variable, and while we passing the argument, we are passing a string value, so it will concatenate the result and passing 105, but at runtime it will be bug. At according to the input or the function, it should be a result should be a 15, but the user is accidentally passing a string wrong value, so it will be runtime error. But this problem is solved in TypeScript, and here you will see the difference. Here we are passing a data type, here is a number, and this is the return type, and when user will hit a wrong value or a string value from that is in place of number, then at the development type itself, the TypeScript compiler will show the type error over there. So this is the basic introduction of the TypeScript. From the next, we are going to start some more practicing. We are going to discuss about the variables and other features of TypeScript, and how can we use into the daily uses, and how can we use in this into a regular programming. So thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please subscribe Codebun.